Hello guys, welcome to my video and welcome to Miss Mutia Mubashira as Home MPD as a lecturer in Computer Assistant English Learning course. Our introduce myself. My name is Taufik Hendrawan with NPM 2020-125-00815. In this video, I will explain the introduction of articles. Before moving on the material, of course, we are familiar with words such as an, and the, of which are usually paired before nouns. These auxiliary words are part of the material that will be explained, currently the article. What is article? Do you know guys what is article? Let's move to the explanation. Article is an auxiliary that is usually placed before a noun to tell about the nature of the noun is a singular or one. Friends, this article has two kinds, namely for noun in general and for noun in specific. For noun in general, there are a and an. For specific noun, there is the. Well, friends, for the first time, we will explain the article in general. Noun in general divide into two types, namely a and an. So, why for different words in general, why should there be a and an as well? Isn't it enough just use a? Since a is enough to explain one thing, why should there be one with different writing? Here's the difference a and an. A is an auxiliary word that can be paired with a noun that starts with a consonant sound. But an is a stone word that can only be paired with a noun starting with a vowel sound. What is consonant sound and what is vowel sound? Let's move to the example. A consonant sound is a letter that starts with other than or non a, I, U, E, O. Means that the consonant sound starts from B, C, D, F, G, H to Z. Other than a, I, U, E, O. For example, if we describe kucing. Kucing in English is a cat. So we can use a before the word cat because cat in English start with the letter C, where the letter C is other than a, I, U, E, O. So cat can be paired with a because cat starts with consonants or non a, I, U, E, O. For the second example, adult is a pesawat. Pesawat in English is plane. So we can use a before the word plane because plane in English start with the letter P, where the letter P is other than A, I, U, E, O. So the plane can use A because plane starts with a consonant or non A, I, U, E, O. Okay, next. Okay, so next we will learn N. N can only be used by nouns that start with a vowel sound. Vowel sound is all letter that only include A, I, U, E, O. And now let's take an example for an auxiliary word with a noun starting with a vowel sound. For example, apple. Apple in English is apple. So we can use an apple. Apple starting with the letter A or A means that it is a vowel sound because A or A is included in the scope of a vowel sound, namely A, I, U, E, O. For the next example is the island. In English, pulau is island. The English language is an island starting with the letter E. E is island or I. Starting with the letter E, an island. Why is the island is English included in the vowel sound? Because it starts with the letter I or E, where the letter E or I is included in the scope of the vowel sound, namely A, I, U, E, O. So, what about nouns specifically? Next, we will explain specific nouns. Now we will discuss the article or preposition for specific nouns. This is about how specific it is. How about specific, which can only be used by the, not a or an, but especially for the. Functionally, the is divided into two again, namely when the meets a noun starting with a consonant sound and when the meets a noun starting with a vowel sound. Where's the difference? The writing remains the same, namely the. But later on it will be read differently, such as the meeting with the word that starts with a consonant sound, it still read the. Next, this is the example. To make you more understand. For example, the book. Because book starts with the letter B, because B is included in the consonant sound other than A, I, U, E, O, the same as the president. The president begins with the letter P, which is followed by the letter P. This is included in the range of consonant sounds or other than A, I, U, E, O. How does a specific noun mean so the cannot be used for general or general noun? It can only be used for specific nouns. For example, the book. The book but there is no specific clear information. If we use the, we have to clarify the book, which one, so we continue or complete it as the book that he bought. Why? Because the article is an auxiliary word to clarify the nature of the noun specifically. So the noun is not common. Then the president of Indonesia. The president of Indonesia means we are talking about the president of Indonesia, not the president of Singapore or Malaysia, so that the president can be juxtaposed with the verb explaining specific thing. What about the when it meets a vowel sound? It will be read as the. To understand better, let's move to the example, guys. For example, 11. 11 start with the letter A, where E is included in the range of a vowel sound. It has A, I, U, E, O. So it read the 11, not the 11, but the 11. As well as organization, it starts with the letter O, where the letter O is the scope of the vowel sound. So we can say the organization, not the organization, but the organization. Okay, for another example, to make you better to understand. When you hold a smartphone, then you have to explain the smartphone you are holding. It's not the smartphone on the table or smartphone your father or mother is holding. So you just explain about the smartphone. The smartphone, what you're holding, not the smartphone in another place or the smartphone in another hand. Just explain the smartphone in your hand. Okay guys, so that's all my explanation about article. Hopefully it can be useful and you can understand it. See you in the next video guys. Bye bye.